Whip. Whip.
That time of year that we all wait for is almost here. All our expectations are high, and we just can't wait for opening day. With that in mind, I asked a couple of the White Knuckle team members to share some of their expectations for this upcoming season. And also, they're going to give us a sneak peek at a few of the bucks they're going to be chasing.
At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property.
We're do-it-yourselfers just like you.
Some call us crazy, and honestly, we may be a little psycho.
We document our hunts on camera, enjoying the outdoors as much as the kill.
We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication.
Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
This episode of Whitetails Inc. is brought to you by
Wicked Tree Gear,
Ozonics, scent elimination that works.
White Knuckle Productions,
Vortex Optics,
Lone Wolf Tree Stands,
Stick and Pick Trail Camera Mounting System,
Tenzing Outdoors,
Arborwear,
and Covert Trail Cameras.
Mike and I have a couple deer that we're actually after this year. A lot better than last year so far with the cameras that we've gotten on trail cam pictures of. So we got the cameras out early this year. We're hunting a couple different new pieces of property, and actually they're producing our best camera pictures so far. I guess I'll talk about Bull, we're gonna call him. He's a real old 8-pointer. He's nothing spectacular to talk about as far as scoring, but just a big body. He looks pretty like a clean 8. He's going to be a nice deer when he actually finishes out the velvet. And I'll let Mike talk about our other bucks.
Yeah, so I pulled camera cards yesterday, and while we were driving, while Tyler was driving, I was looking through them, and my response was, holy crap, what is that? It's a buck. He's got, on his left side looks pretty solid. He would be a giant 6-pointer.
Real nice.
If his right side wasn't just like a 3-foot spike. So
just a deer to shoot for fun, basically, is what he's going to be.
So I don't know if he got injured at some point, but these were the first pictures we got of him just in the last couple weeks, so we didn't know what to call him. He looked kind of like an extraterrestrial, so we decided to call him E.T. The other bigger buck that we have on camera right now is a buck. He's a real nice 10-point. We're going to call him Bucky this year. We've got a couple real nice sets of pictures of him. He kind of likes to pose in front of the trail cameras. And the camera we were getting a lot of pictures of him is actually about 30 yards up from one of our tree stands that we hung this summer. So we're kind of excited. Hopefully maybe we can get a good wind opening weekend. I know he's coming out during daylight right now, so we're kind of hoping that might work out for us.
Those are the properties, the couple properties that we have, and the bucks that we're after this year. Who knows what will happen as the season progresses. The rut could bring anything in. I know hopefully we actually get a chance at one of these bucks and we actually see some nice bucks this year. We've been having a really rough couple of years, so one of us would really like to shoot something.
Yeah, we might even try to hit up some public land a little bit this year. We got a couple spots in mind. See what's out there.
So this year in Kentucky, Mike and I were extremely excited. This is actually going to be the first whitetail season that we've hunted together and filmed with each other. So we're excited. We've got Johnny Cash. He's our big 8 that we're after this year. He's a nice 5-year-old deer, and we've got a bunch of other 3- and 4-year-olds, but nothing compares quite to Johnny Cash. So coming off the less than stellar turkey season, we're hoping you know, we got our bad luck out of the way.
Let's be honest, I mean, what we've been out since May.
Yeah.
Setting up, figuring out where we want to put sets,
yep.
Getting the cameras out, getting the food plots up.
getting the minerals going, keeping the minerals refreshed. So, I mean, we've been working, putting the time in, building up the excitement. So,
and then of course, every day waiting for trail cameras to pull SD cards.
That's the worst.
It is. It's like Christmas morning, but it's also like a painful thing because you can't check trail cameras soon enough because you want to get out there and check them and see what you got. But it is like Christmas morning whenever the buck that you're after shows up in a particular place that you want him to be. So if anything, it gives you something to do to kind of not think about opening day. But opening day,
that's part of it. I mean, opening day is that compilation of putting all this in, that excitement, that build. So that's and then for the payoff, you know, I think that's the big thing. So
cash in that winning lottery ticket, hopefully opening day.
The bucks this year that I'm concentrating on, my #1 buck is the rusty nail. You've seen him before, been tracking him for many years, and hopefully I get an arrow into him this year. He lives off of my property on an adjacent property about a mile from here, and boy, he's a tough one to kill. He lives on a different piece that I can't access, and so part of his home range is tough to hone in on. The other buck, Eric Dickerson, is my #2 buck. He lives somewhere else right now. I don't even know where, but that buck will be back here in late October around the 28th, give or take. He always shows back up. This year he should be 6 years old. He was a giant last year. We almost killed him, but just couldn't get it done.
Looking forward to this year, you know, with the possibility of the rusty nail, a buck that we have at 3, at 4, at 5, at 6, and now at 7, I believe, if I do my math right. And it's just going to be, that would be, to be able to tell that story. I mean, for me, like, doing the video, and that gets me excited, but the opportunity to tell that whole story and take that and show you guys is really cool. And then, you know, Eric Dickerson, another one that we've been chasing for a number of years and have been going after. And so really, that's kind of the cool thing, to get to know these deer and to see these deer year after year and grow and to...
My first time to hunt the Iowa season with an actual bow in my hand and not a camera. Usually I'm on the other side of things. I'm trying to think, probably this is either year 4 or 5. It kind of all gets jumbled up in there, but I missed the first year draw, and then it took 3 more years to get my tag, and it's finally going to be my turn. Got some awesome property to hunt. There are a ton of deer on there. As a matter of fact, we just pulled some cards this weekend, and there's so many bucks on there, we don't even have names for them yet. But I bet there's probably 10 different deer that are all shooter potential, or have the potential to be shooters. I doubt that there are few people that are as excited as I am to hunt, just because I've been waiting for this opportunity for so long, and now it's here.
What I think I'm most excited for this year actually is having a film partner. I've been doing a lot of self-filming in the past, so that's been challenging. So now with Brady on the team, hopefully my job will be easier instead of harder. As far as deer, I only know of one, and we named him the Old Codger. It's an old, we figured he's like 6, maybe 7 years old. Not a super genetic, awesome deer or anything. It tells he's got great big brow tines, but that's about it. Other than that, he kind of falls apart. I mean, he's heavy, but that's about the only deer that I know of for sure that's on the hoof. We did food plots this year that we haven't done before. We've done food plots in the past. They haven't grown. This year we kind of hit the reset button. We did soil tests. We hadn't done the soil test. We had no idea what we were doing. So with the help of John, the Madman Mulligan, helped us kind of put some steps in place. The clover seems to be coming up really well. What was it, 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, we put the fall plot in, which is actually already starting to pop up too. So I guess that would be a strategy that we've done a little different, because now we have a green food source, which we're hoping will draw some of the deer in a little bit earlier. And then with the fall plot, like 70-80 yards away through the woods, we'll hopefully have some deer stay around for that too, then come later in the year. But
I was gonna say food plots, green source. I've never hunted over
a good food source like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And time in the woods generally, very relaxing, kind of good stress reset button for me, especially after this year. So.
Yeah, I've been a trying summer. So a lot of work. We've been working a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, time in the woods is always good. It doesn't feel like work when you're out there. So.
Thanks for watching. And with seasons opening across the United States this week, we wish you luck and stay safe.
The Wicked Tree Gear line of saws were designed, engineered, and are produced to meet the demands of not only the serious hunter, but the professional landscaper and arborist. The Wicked Tough handsaw features a patented handle design made of cast aluminum, not plastic, and is guaranteed not to break. The entire blade lock design is made from hardened steel nuts and bolts and is literally unbreakable. The Wicked Tough saw features a comfortable rubber overmolded grip, the best cutting and toughest blades in the industry, and is the last saw you will ever have to buy. Wicked Tree Gear also produces the Wicked Tough pole saw. The Wicked Tough pole saw is now available in 3 different lengths: 6 foot, 12 foot, and a full 15 feet. Our 6 foot pole saw folds down to 18 inches, our 12 foot folds to 32, and the 15 foot pole saw folds down to an incredible 42 inch closed dimension, which makes it the most compact, full reach pole saw in the world. Also be sure to check out our very innovative tree pack, which is not only a carrying case for the saw, but it doubles as a scabbard. We also have a new bone saw available, with a crazy sharp blade and a yellow handle to make it easy to find when you set it down in the field. Check out all the new products from Wicked Tree Gear at wickedtreegear.com.